Hello, welcome to Rachel Hogan's Art. I'm Rachel Hogan, and tonight we're going to be drawing in pencil and using watercolor. And I don't know if you can hear the music. I do have music playing. All right. So I am pet sitting today. And I've got my trusty kitten and my trusty music, trusty pencil. I love my mechanical pencil. So I'm kind of using a crude setup tonight. Just to get going, because I have my regular camera set up at my house, so I'm at someone else's house today doing this awesome stream. These are some faces I practiced like, I don't know, maybe a year ago. They're kind of scary looking to me right now, but kind of cool as well. So I just put those there for now because it's something I did to practice, because it's good to practice doing things. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a little outline of where the camera is showing. Sorry about the shadow. And then right about there. Okay. So anybody have anything going on tonight? I've been watching the Olympics, and might as well draw a face since that's what I showed you. Yeah, I've been watching the Olympics, and it's been pretty cool, actually. An eyebrow up there. Looks like we're going to be drawing a man's face today, because that's how it's turning out. I usually don't draw men, I usually draw women. So, oh, hello, Rich. Hi. So, hi, how are you doing, Bayo? Hi, be happy. Oh, yeah, you saw that. Good. I don't even know if you can see this very well. Let me turn the camera a little bit down. See if you can see it a little bit better there. You can see the camera stand. I can't get it out of the picture, but that's okay. That's how it's going to be tonight. That's just one of those nights. I'm happy you guys stopped in and said hello. Thank you so much. Yeah, right. Wanted that to come out just a little bit more there. Shouldn't be too worried about the details, I guess. It's just a face. And yeah, so hey, have coloring books. We'll travel. Hello, hello. And hello to everyone. Well, aren't you nice? Yes, that's so welcome back. How nice of you to join again. I was all pet sitting. I'm all relaxed. Was sitting on the couch, had all the animals around me, and I was just ready to take a nap. And then it's like, oh, it's 9 o'clock. I don't know why I stream so late. It seems kind of silly, but that's what time I wind up streaming every night. How have you been, Laura? I think it was Laura. I have my notes at home because I have such a horrible memory, but I'm pretty sure it's Laura. I can't seem to get this mouth done. You know what? When I can't get a mouth to go the way I want it to go, I just draw a happy smile like that. And here's the bottom lip. And that's it. All right, so let's give him some cheeks and a face here. Yeah, I don't usually draw like a man. This is like a caricature. Caricature? I think I'm saying that right. Laura, you've been good. Oh, I did it right. Yes, I'm cat sitting and dog sitting. They have one dog and two cats. And I just like I am not able to have animals of my own right now because I'm usually not home enough to take care of them. Let's give them an ear, couple ears. He'd probably like 2 ears. The better to hear you with. And I don't usually draw ears either when I'm drawing because they can be tricky. But I'm going to throw in some ears and some earrings. He likes to wear earrings. And some spiky hair. Yeah. Check that out. And Laura, I'm glad you've been good. Yeah, animals are the best. And you've been good working too hard. Why are you working too hard? You don't want to work too hard. I understand that though. I worked hard today myself. But I worked hard at walking down the beach. That was my hard work. And he gets a neck and all of that good stuff. And then we'll give him some color. And let's give him some trapezoids. I think that's what you call these up here. I'm not really good at knowing all the muscle names. So, and a clavicle bone. And he's not going to be wearing a shirt. He's going to be a shirtless guy. Some big old shoulders. And let's have him be in a room. What should be hanging next down? Should it be a lamp? What should I draw next to him? Laura, my cat Freddie was cuddling with me. He's such a cuddle bug. I love it when cats are cuddly, especially when they start purring. That's like the best. I just think it's so cool. And I know this looks sideways, whoops, but I know it's sideways, but if I could try to put my camera, let me try this. I won't be able to, yeah. I don't know. Is that better or worse? It's probably better for you. I can't get to it though, because this camera leg's in my way. So it's kind of a pain. Yeah, what it was, oh, he's purring really loud. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, spiky hair. That's been my thing lately because it's kind of all the kids like. And it's kind of fun to draw. And I don't know, Rich, what should I'm gonna pretend it's a ceiling back here somewhere. And this is a lamp, a light, a fan, a monkey. It can be something. I'm gonna leave it alone for now. Actually, I'm just gonna draw a shape. It's like my hand just wants to draw, and I don't know what it's gonna draw. It's just doing its own thing. It's kind of cool, actually. So I'm just gonna let my hand do what it wants to do and see what happens. Sometimes those are the best drawings, though. So I forgot what color Freddy is. Bayo, are you still here? Bayo's cool. And put a sign back here that says "Be happy" on the wall behind him. Since that's Bayo reminded me. He read that on my little faces I drew here with a bee and a happy. I like drawing faces. I always have for some reason. I don't know why. Everybody has a thing they just like doing. And I like drawing faces. Hey. Let's see. He's a tabby. Okay, shades of brown and has a white fluffy belly. Aw. Must be so fun to pet. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, but I think I finished my mural finally at oh, I'm running out of pencil or something. Up at the restaurant, I didn't get a picture of the seahorse, so I'm gonna have to go back in the morning and get a picture of that. And I still have to seal up the wall, like put sealant on it so that it is protected from the environment and protects the paint. Let's draw a little bee here. Yeah, he's a skinny bee. Bee. Happy. So is anyone watching the Olympics at all? I don't know how I'm going to fit the word happy on this little tiny poster, but let's see if I can do it. Barely. Okay, now it's time for some color. Get my water out of my little art to go satchel. I assembled an art to go satchel because I'm always on the go. And I keep water in there, some paper towels, some brushes. This is my little bottle of water. It was an energy shot. It was really good too. And now it's a water bottle to go, which works really well. All right. Whoops. It's not super attractive. Sorry about the shadows again, but that is how it is. And oh, I brought my watercolors and I left them out in the car, but I have my watercolor pencils with me and I put them all in this handy dandy cup. So we'll use those. And a brush. Oh yes, the travel pack is very cool actually. Let me try not to spill that and I'll show you. It is a, let's see if I can move this up a little bit. It's this awesome carrier thingy with handles. And you can see through it some stuff I painted at the beach. This is palm trees and some grass. And I used pencils for this too. It was just a quick little sketch thing. Yeah, and I have my little watercolor pad I keep in here. So it's a nice little art to go travel pack. Thing. And which is really fun. Callie44, hi, you're subscribed. Hi, Callie. Oh, weren't you here before? I think I remember you. Thank you for subbing. That's awesome. Thank you. All right, let me get this camera down here so you can see my mess on the table. Don't look at that. We'll pretend it's all professional. Okay, so now let's get this little guy some color. What color should his hair be? I'm gonna say blonde or blonde tips maybe with some brown in the base. That's what I'm thinking. And here's some well yellow, but we're gonna call it blonde. And we'll add some water to our watercolor pencil in a bit to really make it stand out. Where did I put my pencil? Oh, here it is. Wanted to have some little crazier hair there. Hey, Lyanne A. Hi, how are you tonight? Thanks for coming in and welcome back. Oh, this is so nice. You guys are so awesome. Makes me so happy when people come in and say hello and give me hearts. Ah, I'll give you a heart back. Thank you. Oh my goodness. I have not had time, Laura, to go to your live streams. I have checked them out on my other phone though. But I haven't, well, I like them, but I haven't been able really to get involved too much because I've been so busy with my actual life. Actual life? Is that different from our live streams? You tell me, because I don't know. I think that, let's see, this is color green. I don't think you should have green hair, black. It's hard to see colors in here. Here's something that looks brownish. Kind of a reddish brown. We'll go with that one. I'll give it some depth in there. That'll look nice. Ms. Kitten, hello, welcome. Hopefully nothing too stressful. No, nothing. Today, and thank you for the hearts. Today was a good day for me. I got to go to the beach and walk on the beach, and it looked like it was a really high tide last night because it was like the water line where all the seaweed was and some seashells, and there was some like dead fish and some like, I don't know if you know what conch shells are, but they're these really big shells. But they actually lay eggs, and it's like a round twirly whirly egg sacky thing, and it's really long. It almost looks like a white kind of a snakish thingy. Um, and it was, and yeah, there was several of those on there. I didn't see any conch shells though. So that was kind of cool. And I walked too long, so my legs were sore. It was just so nice out. So I went a long ways, and then I had to go back, and the wind was blowing against my direction. So it was a lot longer and harder going back than it was going forward. I live about 20 minutes from the beach, Miss Kitten, and I'm in Florida, and I'm actually pet sitting, and I also am working on a mural at a restaurant that's like 5 minutes from the beach. So it took me about 30 minutes to drive to the restaurant, and then about 5 minutes to get to the beach after I was done there this morning. So that was fun. And I'm pet sitting for, I think, till Sunday, so I get to walk, and I can walk to the beach from the house where I'm pet sitting, which I love. I call it a blessing. So it just doesn't seem like the watercolor is being very watercolory today. Well, that's doing enough, I guess. Oh, Miss Kitten, your grandparents live in Florida and you visit every summer. Oh, but that's cool. That's the best, you know, then you have a free summer home. Conchas are like little aliens, but their tiny eyes are cute in a creepy way. Yes. That's a good description. Yeah, it's been off and on cold and warm as far as the weather, and the water's only 59 degrees, which is super cold for Florida. Normally it's like 80, 80 and up. So it's the kind of a too cold to swim in. When I first moved here, I thought it was warm, but now that I've been here like 10 years, it feels cold because I got used to the warm wet water. Yeah, I've posted the mural on my YouTube. So you can go there and you can see clips of it, and I'll maybe I'll do a video of all the murals I've done out on the outside walls, and I'll do like a walkthrough of it. That might be fun to do, actually. Give me some reddish cheeks. Rosy red cheeks. A little red on his nose. And some shading. I'm putting all my pencils over here that then I remember which ones I've used. Um, and I don't know, maybe I will use black. I don't you'll always like to use black, but sometimes I do. Laura, I don't have cable, so only watching highlights on YouTube. I am watching the Olympics on YouTube. Is that what we're talking about? Um, with that, and then what else? Yeah, I don't have cable either. And I like YouTube. I watch that all the time. Ms. Kitten as well. Everybody, yeah. Laura loves YouTube. Watch it way too much. Yeah, when I get up in the morning, I turn on YouTube, and I don't even bother with channels or anything. I just go to YouTube and I find what I want to watch and I watch it. And you can click through the commercials, which is always really nice because I don't like commercials. I don't want people telling me what I should buy or not buy. You know, buy this product. Be like, no, I'll decide what I want to buy when I want to buy it. Well, he's starting to get kind of a face here. It looks nice. With his trapezoids. Is that what you call them? Got muscular shoulders. Oh, I don't know why I'm using black down there. Let's use some brown. More skin colory. And I can't really go up from the bottom because the camera stand is in my way of my hand. So I'm trying to work around that. Like I said, I'm pet sitting, so I have a different setup today. Laura, is that a charcoal pencil? No, these are all watercolor pencils, Laura, that I'm using. They're Master's Touch, and they work okay. They're not like the greatest, but they work pretty good. And it's just a black watercolor pencil that I'm using for the outline. Although I do love charcoal. I spent like a whole year just doing charcoal drawings, and they were really good, actually. I might start doing those again. But you know how I am. I love color. I can never seem to get enough color. Okay, so I'm just, you can see I'm just placing colors here, here, and there because these are all watercolors, and I'm going to just spread it around in a minute with the water. But I do want some shading, shadowing, some whatever down here. Is it shading or shadowing? I can never seem to get that right. Okay. Ms. Kitten, I would love to see a mural walkthrough video. Oh, good. I love the art world in Florida so much. I swear, piece of my soul forever lives in Matt Lachey. Oh, I love Matt Lachey. That is so special. It was so sad how bad the hurricanes wiped it out, though. They're having a special thing on Valentine's Day, actually. I think tomorrow in Mount Lachey for the artists. They're having the walk tomorrow. I won't be able to be there because I'm pet sitting, but this paper is supposed to be for all media, but it's just soaking up the water instead of spreading it around. This is weird. Let's try this brush. See if it shades it. Okay, well that's working okay. So are you an artist, Miss Kitten? And you said shading is the word, not shadowing. Yes, you're right, because a shadow is something that follows you when you walk outside. Oh, it's so exciting to meet another person that knows about Florida and some of the same places that I know about as well. Very nice. You know what? Sometimes I have in the past accidentally drawn on the back side of the paper instead of the front side because I'm not paying attention. So I'm hoping I've got the right side of the paper. Your grandpa lives on Pine Island. Oh, nice. That's, and your grandma was an artist and she loved Matt Lachey. Aw. What kind of art did your grandma do? Her father built their house in the seawall. Aw, that sounds wonderful. What size paintbrush is this? 5. It's a 5. And Laura, have you been doing anything exciting or are you just relaxing tonight? I was like, who was it? I would talk to somebody today and he was an older gentleman and he said that it was good when things were boring because after you've lived your life for a while, you know like boring is good. My dad started telling me that boring is good. And as I get older, I realize that is a very true statement because you know nothing's wrong. Things are good when things are boring. Although for me, I don't know. I'm never really bored. I can get bored when I'm alone too long, though. Like I need socialization. All right. I'm pretty sure these are watercolors. Maybe they're not. Maybe I grabbed the wrong bucket. No, this one says watercolor, but this one doesn't. Maybe this one's not a watercolor. No, it says watercolor on it. Weird. Well, we'll just go over it. And let's give him some blue eyes, green eyes. Whatever color this is? Green. I'm going to stick my watercolor pencil in the water because then it'll just put down the color I want faster. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. me try that with the skin color that I'm using. See if that works for his ears. Oh yeah, that's working much better. Oh, check that out. Much better. Getting way more color in there. So there are different ways to use colored pencils, and you can draw it or you can get them wet and then use them. So, oh, that looks much brighter. Comes off really well that way. I like it. Okay. He's got quite a round button nose. Oh my goodness. I just looked at my chat here. Laura, you're working on diamond painting this morning. Oh, you've been working on it for a year? Did you get it completed? And Ms. Kitten, you're a graphic designer? Oh, good for you. And you used to be a regular painter. I call it a regular painter, which means just like you said, oils and acrylics. That's awesome. So you're very talented. Very nice. And it's good that you got into something that you enjoy and that you are naturally good at. Yeah, solvents can be very tricky. Here's my bee. Let's get my bee in here. I'm just going to give him yellow wings. Get my bee happy. Poster behind him. And we'll use a pen to outline that because I'm not going to deal with watercolor, but we'll let that dry for a minute. Yeah, solvents can be tricky. I use like not odorless thinners and stuff like that because I don't like strong odors. They still do have a smell to them though, but that doesn't bother me too much. Laura, you filmed a video for your channel and did some coloring in your color by number books. Oh, those are fun. Sounds like you had a nice day, actually. So you haven't completed your, yeah, it's good though, because if you've been working on it a year, it must be a really nice one. I'll have to check it out. Laura, you didn't think of dipping the tip in water instead of using the brush. You learned something new. Yay! You learn something new every day, right? All right, now I'm just using a pen and going over my poster because this is something I learned as well. Whoops. Is that with your ink pen, this is just a regular pen. I'll take a brush and be careful with how much water you use though, because it can get out of control when it comes to ink. And this is fresh ink, so this is going to give me some nice shading. Thank you, Ms. Kitten for letting me know the correct term. I don't know why I kept thinking shadowing. Yes, the shading. So just using a little bit of water with on your ink will give you some nice, it almost works like a great watercolor, and we'll shade that up. And then I'll outline the rest of it in ink in a minute. So you work for a fabric company, Miss Kitten? That sounds really exciting. Good for you. Good life. I think, what else can we do here? I don't know what this is. I drew it, but I don't know what it is. It's just going to be a mystery object hanging from the ceiling. It could be a light. It kind of looks like a light. So I'm going to go with that. And take my paintbrush, dip it in some water, and shade that. Pull that ink around. And why it has a choo-choo train. Let's skip through that. Okay. Oh, you did think it was a light. Okay, good. And Ms. Kitten never thought of using the ink bleed to your advantage like that. Well, I discovered it accidentally because I was using watercolor in ink one day. Like I drew a picture in ink or a drawing in ink. And then the next thing I knew, and I colored it in with watercolor pencil. And so when I was coloring the watercolor pencil with my paintbrush, the ink started to bleed into it. And I'm like, oh no, this is terrible. But now I'm like, it's not terrible because now that I know what it does, I can use it to my advantage, like you said. So it is really cool to know and to use to your advantage. So yay. That's the great thing about having a nice community is we can all learn things to help each other out like that. Like the black pen shading. Oh, good. Thank you, Laura. It's genius. Yes, it is. Thank you. But you have to be careful with it because, like I said, it can get out of control if you don't control the amount of water you use. My Be Happy looks really weird. Be. I'm normally more modest than that, but I was so excited to discover that. And I don't think I've ever heard anyone say they've used water on ink for shading. So I am going to give myself credit for that. Be happy. Boop, boop. Okay. What else can we do here? You know what? I think I'm going to do something fun. Let me get these out of my way. I only have so much room on this little table to work. It's not weird. It's like typographic poster. A typographic poster. Oh, thank you. That's a great word. I love that word. It's a poster. It's not a towel. I guess it kind of looks like a towel, but it's like a cloth poster hanging off of a rod. if that makes any sense. And I should give it some more shading down here actually, because I want it to have a little bit of depth. And the paper I'm using is not cooperating with me very well as far as the bleed I want from the ink. So I'm having a little bit of difficulty getting the exact look I want, but it's still working okay. I'm gonna bring that down because the light is shining on it. Yeah, you can see it's not really, it's just soaking the water into the paper. And this is supposed to be a media, like an all media type paper, but it's not cooperating with me. Steve, hi. Happy little accident. Thank you for that. Yes. How are you doing today? Nice to see you in here again. Thank you for joining. See, I put little black pencils throughout his hair. And I already forgot what I was going to do. Oh, I remember. Okay. I just remembered. Because I want him to have something behind him. Okay, guys, I got to turn everything to get the angle I want. So bear with me. I'm doing everything at a weird angle, so I'm not sure if I'll get my lines straight or not. Freehand, but I'm working on it. Concentrating. Just going to give it some background here, make him pop out more. But I need to use lots of ink for this because I'm going to bleed the ink with the pencil or the pen and some water. And I'm going to call it what you said, Ms. Kitty, an ink bleed. That's a really good name for it. I'm going to name it an ink bleed. So thank you for that. Lots of ink. I usually have a number 10 Pilot pen that works really well for this. I probably have one here somewhere, but okay, let me turn it back around so it's all straight so we can see how it looks when I do it. Tony, hi. Hi, good to see you on tonight again. And oh, it's so I love you too. Thank you for coming in again. Oh, what a blessing it is to see you again. I'm so happy. Miss Kitten, you're welcome. Thank you for the new technique. Oh, awesome. Well, I hope you can use it. That would be wonderful. Let's see how it works right now on this really crappy paper I have. Not too bad. Just gonna make sure I use a lot of water for this paper. Different types of paper actually require different amounts of water, I've noticed. So that's another thing to experiment with when you try this yourself. Try this at home. And controlling where you put the ink to is another fun trick. Let me see if I have, here is my number 10. Let's see if that makes a difference. My number 10 Pilot pen. Yeah, I can feel it's already different. Tony, thank you for coming in and saying hello again. That's my son, Tony. Jangalo, he's awesome. I love your name too. I'm trying to think of a new nickname besides just my regular name. I'd like to have like, you know, like Ms. Kitten. That's a cool name. Have coloring books. Well, travel is cool. And I just have my regular name. So I'm trying to think of a really cool nickname. If you guys want to help me out with that, it would be really awesome. Oh, also, if you use ink on wet, it's going to bleed like that. So there was a wet spot on here. So look at how much ink was on there. So you can use ink straight onto water too. Thank you for all the hearts. Janglo, Ma, you can make me a moderator. Oh, I haven't yet? Oh, let's see. Let me do that. I thought I guess I haven't. Let me see. Add as a moderator. Managing moderator. There you go. You are now a managing moderator. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, so this one is a number 10 Pilot pen. And it has a lot more ink to play with. What did I only do two? Oh, I did all these other lines. Okay, so here, let me show you an example. I'm gonna do a wet water right up here. And now I'll use my pen on it. Look how thick the line is and how dark it is compared to just regular. You can see it bleeding and it's just dark. And you can control how much of that you do as well. It takes some practice though. And I'm, again, apologize for the shadow of my hand while I'm doing the shading. Haha. And this may not match up to the top, but I'm not going to worry about that right now because I just want to kind of get this done. I'm just going to smear that up and down just like that. Up and down. Get a nice dark look. And maybe bring it down. See if I can. I already brought it up, so it's not letting me bring it down. Look at that dark line. It's really fun. And let's see if it'll do it now. This paper's so bad, it's bubbling up and everything. Ugh. Rude. Now this side should be darker because the light's coming down from that side. But I'm working under my camera here. Like under this camera stand. It's a portable one. So it's really hard for me to reach in there and do a really great job, but just throw a lot of water on there. Look how quickly you can shade with that. It's just so awesome. It's so fun. So there you have it. Let's throw in a couple random lines this way. Just for some fun. And I would like some yellow before I do my I don't know, inking. What did we call it? Inking? No. I forgot the type, what I called it already. Silly me. Ink bleed. Yes, that's what it was. Ink bleed. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll throw in some Elvis for you, Tony. All right. And I do have some, I used ink around my bee, so I'm going to use water on it to darken that up. And this paper's so bad, it's not giving me clear lines, but I want you to know that normally it would have much clearer lines. I just grabbed a pad out of my closet before I went to threw it in my travel bucket. What is this? Jangle Miss Kitten. Great content. Oh yes, I will have to check out Ms. Kitten's stream. Steve, well, you turned on Fred. Oh, I turned down Fred. Yes, I did, Steve. I'm not using that for a name. Ms. Kitten, I find it satisfying that the lipstick illustration in your water dish looks like it's drawn in your art style. I love that. I actually got this from, I won't say, but it got left at my house. And it's a jewelry dish or something, but I love it as a water dish. It's really cool. And it's convenient and perfect for this. Thank you for that. And Miss Kitten, you grow plants? Oh my God, I love plants. Growing is my thing. I love gardening. And my favorite flower, so everyone knows. See it now, I'm bleeding in some black with my yellow. So I'm just gonna stop right now. Yeah. All right, so there we have tonight's drawing. It's been fun, and I really love my new peeps here. And Laura, thank you for joining and being so you know, for all your comments and everything. I really appreciate you. Doing that, and I appreciate you, and your whole group actually is really great. I had DP with DJ on here quite a lot, and she's been really great. Now, if I just want you to know before I go, if I put yellow in here and then later put water on it, the ink will bleed into the yellow watercolor. So it's really hard to get that separate. Look how fast and easy that shades though. It's so awesome. I just love it. And it keeps the lines. You can see the lines in there still. It doesn't make them go away. So great. Okay. All right, guys. Well, it's time to go. It's after 10. I've been on for a whole hour. It's been awesome. And you guys have been very awesome. Thank you so much for all your comments and joining in. And Ms. Kitten, no way, you like plants too? Yes, I'm finding that artists, every lady artist so far, I don't know about the men ones, that I watch on YouTube are plant people as well. The algorithm really cooked suggesting your content to me. Oh, awesome. First video of yours was the mushrooms. Awesome. Thank you, Miss Kitten, for that. I got to write your name down here so I don't forget. I'm going to put it on my. Ooh, I have a pad of paper right here. I can write your name on. Because I hate like when you close out of your stream, it goes private and then you have to make it public, and I lose all the comments, and it takes so long to go back in and find everybody. So I just write down people that I want to go check out. So you have a good evening too, and I can't wait to check out your channel. And Laura, I'll be seeing yours soon. Hopefully I'll get some more time to do that. I'm going to use purple on his eyebrows right now, just as I close out, because I like purple, and I want his eyebrows darker. And a little bit of shading in here too. And this side should be darker because the light's going away from him, but I'm not even going to worry about that right now because I am done for tonight. And I do need to go, and this paper is starting, I'm barely touching it, and it's like beating up. So this is our drawing. You guys, thanks so much, and you have a great evening. Good night, Laura. Good night, Tony. Good night, Steve. Thank you for coming in and saying hello. I don't know if Bayo's still here. If you are, good night. And Tony, I love you so much. You're the best son ever. I don't know if whoever else is on here, thank you for joining tonight. And I hope I see you again. I stream every Tuesday and Thursday night around 9 o'clock, usually around 9:03, because I don't like to do things like everyone and just be like 9 o'clock. So I do 9:03. Plus, I have trouble being on time. So if I make it 9:03 or 5, then I'm kind of on time. All right. Have a good night.